What's going on, guys? I'm Hexora, and I'm bringing you back for the finale of my Pokemon Fire Red Nuzlocke. So unfortunately, for some reason, my commentary decided not to record during this. So once again, I am doing a voiceover. So here you can see I open up my menu, and I'm about to run through what Pokemon I have. So obviously Derek here, my Mewtwo. Holding the leftovers. I don't think I went through any of the moves. No, I didn't. So you got Linda holding the Sylph Scarf to power up her Hyper Beam. I don't know what I was talking about here. Got Brad the Blaziken holding that Charcoal for the Blaze Kick power up. Chloe, the absolute tank and absolute bay of my team. Absolutely holding those leftovers, tanking it out. Got Nathan holding that Sharp Beak to power up the flying type moves. And finally we had Michael holding the Soft Sand to power up his already overpowered Earthquake. So at this point I know I was very nervous to go into the Elite Four. Like super nervous. I remember saying like, this is going to be one of the most nerve-wracking things I've ever done, because I've never made it this far into a Nuzlocke. So we just jumped straight into this battle, and I was like, yes, let's do this, let's take on the challenge. And I really did think this was going to be a challenge until she sent out a Zigzagoon, and I was like, how is the Elite Four gonna start off with this trash? So I confusioned it because I was like, you ain't worth a Psychic, you piece of trash. And I was right, it wasn't worth the Psychic. So then she sends out Sharpedo, which isn't too bad of a Pokemon, but still not great. But at this point I was kind of like, I hope the whole of the Elite Four isn't like this, because, you know, it's not going to be fun at all. So we go for the Giga Drain. I can't talk. I don't know why. Chloe absolutely melting that Sharpedo. So I can't remember what the Gardevoir. I remember talking about how it's good that Gardevoir is not a fairy type, because I didn't really have anyone on my team that could deal with a fairy type, apart from Chloe again. I at the time I didn't quite remember that she had Sludge Bomb, and that Gardevoir would have melted to a Sludge Bomb if she was fairy type. But obviously I go for the Feint Attack, and it doesn't do that much damage, and I was kind of like, oh dear, I kind of forgot that Linda loves to be lazy. But luckily, for some reason, Gardevoir stopped going for Hypnosis, and she kept on using this move, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't actually read what that move says. But I just chipped away at this Gardevoir. Basically, still pretty easy. Still a pretty easy fight. Linda goes up to level 61. I trained all my Pokemon up to level 60 for this, because I didn't really know what level the Elite Four was. So here you can see a Kakuna. At this point I was very pissed off. I was getting really angry with how bad this first trainer in the Elite Four had been. You know, I was hoping for a challenge, but Brad misses, you know, lets that Kakuna get off. Harden. But yeah, like, get that Blaze Kick off. Smashing the Elite Four. Well, the first trainer of the Elite Four. And then, let's face it, Kabutops is probably the best Pokemon she could send out on her team. And I was just like, you know what, Chloe is the perfect counter. It's Rock Water, like quad effective. So Luckily I had a good counter to that, because I feel like Kabutops could have done some damage to my team otherwise. I mean, I could have sent out Groudon and I'm pretty sure Earthquake would have killed it, but down goes Kabutops. That's our first trainer down in the Elite Four. It was kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. And obviously you can't hear the emotion I was going through while doing this, because obviously I'm doing the what's it called, voiceover. But I was just like, nah, that was too easy, we just got to jump into this next one. And I remember commenting on how wedge this guy is. Like, just look at his sprite, he is wedge. Like, if you beat him, he's getting up and fucking flicking you out the window. So he started off with an Arcanine, and I was like, damn right, this is like shaping up to be a good battle. Extreme speeded me, and I was like, fuck, it has extreme speed. And then it did no damage, and I was kind of disappointed with Arcanine's ability. But it survived a Psychic, which was very surprising, but obviously I'm going to heal up off those leftovers. And then I confusioned, forgetting that they're going to use full restores. But it didn't bother me because I knew that Confusion wouldn't do as much damage, therefore not putting it in range of a full restore. So that I could Psychic again, and it would definitely kill it because he's not going to full restore it. So extreme speeds, I'm not worried at this point, even if it crits me. It's not going to do anything. So there you go, we just destroyed that Arcanine with a critical hit as well. Bit overkill, Derek being a savage. And Masquerain, I was like, Masquerain's not that bad of a Pokemon. This is still shaping up to be a good fight. Like, they're not great Pokemon, but they're not terrible Pokemon, and it was giving me hope. It was, you know, I was ready to fight something absolutely menacing. I don't know what I was sitting here thinking about. But yeah, obviously guys, now that I'm doing a voiceover, I can kind of touch upon the fact that this episode took me ages to get out, like a good 2-3 months. Not gonna lie, some of that's because I was pretty ill over Christmas, and after that I just wasn't feeling up to making the video. I had well over 12 hours of footage to cut down for that grinding montage that you just saw, and I really hope anyone who watches this appreciates that grinding montage, because that took me a hell of a long time to do, just because of the footage like I had to cut out and whatnot, because obviously it took me a while to train all my Pokemon to level 60, I'm not gonna lie, even with the speed up button. Like, it just wasn't ideal. Obviously, I spent a lot of time doing it. But as you can see back at the fight, this person starts sending out some more trash Pokemon, and I'm pretty offended. I was just like, Brad, come in here and absolutely kick up his Pokemon, because we can't be having this. And this person's like, oh look, I have a Curlier. You've already fought Gardevoir. Might as well throw a Curlier at you. You know, downgrade our Pokemon instead of upgrading them. So I'm just like, go for the same tactic I went for last time. I didn't think this was gonna kill, and it didn't. And I was like, oh, this is gonna full restore. Like, there was no way that wasn't gonna happen. Obviously I'm loafing around, and feint attack. Boom. Got the crit because Linda absolutely savaged it. Wasn't playing around anymore. And then this guy sent out this, and I really did want to cry. I thought, you know what, let's start giving all our Pokemon a bit of love. Send out Nathan to take on this absolutely garbage Pokemon. you know, well above his skill grade, but I don't even know what to say about this wedge guy throwing that out at me. He could probably punch my Articuno to death, but instead he threw out the world's most pathetic bug. So here I'm like, look, I might as well use some heals. I brought loads, anticipating, you know, getting absolutely wrecked during this Elite Four. So I just like, I spent all this money on heals, I might as well at least use some of them. No need to be sparsely using my heals. So I'm just, at this point I know I was really annoyed, and I was like, you. I remember calling her Margaret when her name's Agatha, and she's got a crush on Oak or some shit. But I was like, you're the one that's going to end my Nuzlocke. Just give me a team of legendaries at this point. I want some fight. And then she sends out Teddy Ursa. Now I think Teddy Ursa's a really cool, cute Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not a lead Pokemon, is it? Especially not against Mewtwo. But Thrash still did more damage than whatever extremes. This Teddy Ursa did more damage with Thrash than Arcanine did with extreme speed. That's kind of embarrassing. But there goes the Teddy Ursa. And then there's the Matang, and I was like, you know what? We're going to play it risky here. I know he's part fighting, but Brad, just get out here and kick this piece of metal with your fiery foot. And boom! Absolutely kicked it straight in that pointy nose. Destroyed it. I have a massive air of confidence, and this guy sends out a Rolts, so, you know, each Elite Four member just downgraded from Gardevoir slowly. Which I kind of find funny, but still, like, piss take. Absolute piss take. And once again, I just went for the same tactic of, I can't be asked, will you get off my screen, Linda's just going to sort you out. So Linda did. Absolutely one-shot it. And then there was the Croconaw, and I was like, oh, Croconaw's not a bad Pokemon. You know, it's just not exactly great. So Giga Drain, I'm like, yeah, this should kill it. And to my surprise, it just about didn't. Like, what's that shit about? Come on. So it lowered my speed, and I was like, you know what? You're gonna heal this turn. I'm gonna soak up the sun this turn. Either way, I thought I was going second. So I feel like I played that pretty well. He missed his attack anyway. I solar beamed the bastard in the face. Chloe absolutely doing the work, killing those crocodiles. And then Margaret, or Agatha, as she's rightly called, send out a fucking Zubat. Just to insult me. Just to insult me. You threw out a Zubat. What's that about? So I just ice beamed the cunt straight in the head. And yeah, that was that. That was literally the end of that. So far, none of these trainers have even like put a dent in my Pokemon. And so at this point I got to Lance, and I was like, please Lance, just have a team of your Dragonite. Like, all 5 Pokemon are just your amazingly good at Dragonite. Just do it. I think I was like, at this point, fuck it. I know I haven't lost that much health. I've got to start using these potions somehow. So, Lance, the elite dragon trainer, please be a worthy opponent. Dun, dun, dun. And Lance starts off with a piece of trash. And I was really insulted, so I confusioned it because it once again did not deserve the psychic. So, at this point, all I can do is laugh, like. And then he was like, "Oh, you know what? You can laugh at me, Raikou." And I was like, "You know what? Raikou's a bloody good Pokemon, but I have the perfect counter, so it doesn't count." So I throw out Michael, and I'm like, This Raikou stands no chance. Raikou is a sick Pokemon. I love Raikou. And he quick attacked me, and I was kind of like, and he crit me, which really pissed me off. I was like, really? Like, really? You have a Raikou that knows quick attack. And obviously I one-shot it with Groudon. Piece of piss. And I was like, oh, Poliwrath. And then I was like, I went straight out into Chloe. And then I realised was one of the most perfect plays ever. Michael helping Chloe to get off the perfect Solar Beam. Since they're having to wait a turn, I just absolutely blasted this cunt straight in his swirly ass mouth. And boom. That's the power of the sunshine. And then he proceeds to throw out Spoink, and I was kind of like, so we're back to the garbage mon. I can't even remember what I was thinking there. I was just like, who can take out a Spoink? I'm pretty sure I hit Hyper Beam just because of how pissed off I was that there was a Spoink on my screen. Yep, look, just straight up Hyper Beam. That's just savaged it off the screen. I was like, fuck off. I'm done playing your bullshit game. And I crit it. Linda was not having it either. So, thus far, I have absolutely just destroyed this gentleman's team. Sent out Kadabra, which I was kind of like, yes, finally, something that's decent, but it could have at least been an Alakazam. He did a lot of damage with that Psychic. A lot of damage. Which kind of surprised me, but I was thinking about the Feint Attack and then I just clicked Hyper Beam because I was just so done. This has been the easiest Elite Four I have ever fought in my life. So, there you go. We have beaten all the Elite Four trainers. He congratulates us. Tells us we're about to become the champion. But oh wait. Gary! Fucking Gary! Gary has beaten us to the champion. So I was like, yay, time to use more potions. Gobble it up. And now, at this point I'm like, Gary, you best have a fucking good team. I know you had some good Pokemon last time I fought you. So you best have a fucking good team, because this Elite Four has just not been the best. So there you go. I just jumped straight into the battle. And I really appreciate the rival music. I don't know if you can hear it over my voice. It's very quiet. But yeah, he sends out a Cloyster and I was like, yes, this is a battle. And then he used Protect and I was like, fuck off. Like, I don't know, I was like, nah, he's not going to get another Protect off. And he fucking did. He fucking did, the little cunt. This really pissed me off, the double Protect. And I was like, Cool, go for a third one. I'm just going to calm mind now. Like, I could not be asked for this guy's bollocks. And then he went for Aurora Beam. I was just like, now you go for it. But luckily it does no damage. So I was like, I'm just going to keep calm minding up. And at this point I was thinking, if I just calm minded up, I could sweep his team. This cloister really can't do any damage to me. And I'm just going to heal up slowly, so you know, it nullifies a bit of damage that it's doing. So I'm on my third calm mind. I'm just like really annoyed that this thing used protect so many times. So now my special attack should be through the roof. I was like, you know what? And then for some reason I clicked confusion, and obviously it knocks out. I've just powered up 3 times with calm mind. At this point I was like, shit, I can't remember. I know it's a ghost, but I can't remember like the effectiveness of my moves on ghost. So I risked it and I stayed in and I just went for psychic, and luckily it does affect Dusclops. And I got a crit. So he went down instantly. And it was at this point I was like, you know what? I can't use Mewtwo to sweep the team. I was about to. But I was like, nah, you know what? Chloe's been a bae. We're just gonna throw her out into the field, get her some action. Why not? So she absolutely does not kill Huntail. He scary faces me just like everyone decides to do when I don't kill him. So it's like, you're gonna heal. Once again, I'll play the solar beam tactic. So I absorb in the sunlight. He used Crunch, and I'm pretty sure he got the he got the special defense decrease. So I was so happy when that solar beam clapped in one of his ugly ass mouth, because you know that was kind of disrespectful of him. And Chloe goes up to 61, very deserving of that level up. And then there's the Poliwag. And I was like, damn, like why the Poliwag? I don't use belly drum, and that scared me. I was like, Jesus, if you were able to survive being done in by a Venusaur, that would have been a problem. Belly drum would have absolutely destroyed me. And then we move on to the Sableye. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I thought that Dark was super effective against it. It's not. It might be. It's just Linda's not strong with Dark type moves. So I start hitting it with the Feint Attack. I'm like, yeah, I can do some damage. And then it knocked off my Silph Scarf, and I was like, don't knock off a woman's swag, especially not her scarf, man. Like, you should know this. And then he mean looked me, and I was kind of like, oh, well, okay then. I didn't see anything wrong with that. So I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna chip away your health with a Feint Attack. I'm loafing around, it knocks off. I Feint Attack. And then it got put into the red, and I was like, oh, he's gonna heal. So he does, he heals. I was like, oh, now I've got to chip away at you again. So I just start the process again. Feint Attack. No crit, does some damage though. Then it confused me, and this is where the game gets bullshit. So I'm like, I need to swap out. obviously at this point I'd completely forgot about that mean look, and I was like, nah mate, you can't swap out. So I loaf around, it uses knockoff, I'm like, that's doing no damage, let's do some damage. I hurt myself and did a bit of damage, then it knocked off, crit me, and I was kind of like, mate, can you just not, like, I don't know what was going on with this Sableye. It just had me in this loop of not being able to hit it, and he knocked me off. Got a crit again. That's 2 crits, 2 bloody crits. So anyway, I heal up. Can't even heal Linda to full with a hyper potion, so it just proves how much of a god Linda is. And of course I hit myself again in confusion, because why the fuck not? And I'm like, okay, feint attack, carry on, get knocked off, feint attack, I'm still confused, hurt myself in confusion, get knocked off. I remember making a joke saying that at least this move ain't knocked up, because Linda would not be able to fight when pregnant. There we go, we finally connect the feint attack, finally. Like, oh, you're loafing around, it's alright. I'll remember that, shit, I need to use this turn, so I was like, got to feint attack it. So it went down to red again, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. No, Gary used another full restore, and I was like, really? Like, really? Is Sableye really worth 2 full restores? Apparently it was. And so, once again, progress reset. Gotta heal myself again, because there was nothing I could do. Like, this thing is just tearing me apart. Like, why was the Sableye the one thing I struggled on? It's a pretty trash Pokemon, but I really struggled to fight the Sableye. And I was loafing around, and it knocked off. Got a crit again, and I was like, come on, it's crit me loads of times, give me the crit. Bam. Did not give me the crit. It confuse raided me. I was like, oh, come on, man, like, I can't be dealing with it. And then he uses a 3rd full fucking restore, and I was so angry at this point. Like, I just wanted to, like, grab my mic and, like, smash it into the floor. And then I hurt myself, and it tries to confuse me again. I'm like, dude, you're just taking the piss. And at this point, I was like, I'm not having it. I need to speed up. This slacking is taking the piss. And finally, not slacking, the Sableye is taking the piss. Finally, I kill it, and it's just like, oh, he has a Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff, I wish you were mine. Like, if I'd picked that Igglybuff at the start, or whatever it was, I would have had Tuffles on my team. Yes, I call my Wigglytuff Tuffles. Normally Dragon Slayer Tuffles, because in the new gens, Wigglytuff is an absolute Dragon Slayer. Down goes the Wigglytuff. I have defeated Gary. I'm so glad that you guys were here to witness me complete my first Nuzlocke challenge properly. So he chats a bit of shit, and I'm like, yes, I'm so happy at this point. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this series. It's been a great series for me to film. I really love to get into another one. I really like another YouTuber's take on a randomized Nuzlocke. It's a guy called King Nappy. He's quite a big YouTuber in the Pokemon community. He did a really randomized Nuzlocke, so I might jump on maybe Pokemon Emerald and do that as well. I know he did his on Emerald. I'm not trying to just outright copy the guy. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a Soul Silver or Heart Gold that would let me randomize it that intensely. But as you can see now, we're registering our team into the Hall of Fame. I remember just as they popped up, me calling out their names in excitement. So we had Derek, we had Linda, we had Brad, we had Chloe, we had Nathan, we had Michael. And the last 4 Pokemon are all people that I know in real life. 3 of them being 3 of my best friends, and 1 of them being my girlfriend. So I had the best team, you know, having 3 friends and my girlfriend on my team. And then obviously the Slacking and the Mewtwo on my team, who I just got random names for. So yeah, Gary ran off, Oak looked at me, and I was kind of like, what the fuck's going on? And yeah, my guy runs off the screen. And I did do a really long outro on this. I was just so filled with excitement. I was just like, guys, come on, like, give me ideas on what to do. But I'm pretty certain that the next Pokemon thing you'll see from me will be a really randomized Emerald playthrough. I just got to tweak a few of the things in the randomizer, and hopefully I can just get back on track with pumping out videos for you guys, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty bad at it. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, guys, thank you so much for watching my Pokemon series. You know, I'm just so grateful for anyone that would watch this far. It's a pretty long episode, and it's been a long time coming, and I'm so glad that I'm finally able to put it out there for you guys. And yeah, so I'm just gonna leave the credits running for as long as they're gonna go. Pretty sure something popped up on my screen halfway through this, so it'll probably cut at that point. But yeah, as I said, guys, you know, smash that like button if you've made it this far. Drop me a comment on what you think could do better in Pokemon. Like, as I probably said in a few of my episodes, I'm going to learn how to make a border and stuff, and throw the badges and my Pokemon team on the screen. And who knows, I might even reveal my face. But we'll see. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Yes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, I've been Hexora. Hope you've enjoyed this series and this video, and the time and effort it took me to make the beginning part of this video. And I'm out.